Hello everyone, welcome to Aurelia's Crafting Ideas. I am making palm trees today for Summerween. There are several items you will need for this project. You will need some sticks, or in my case I'm using bamboo that I cut down to 14 inches. Depending on the size you want, go ahead and trim yours. I will be making 3, so I have all 3 of my bamboo sticks ready. I also grabbed some cardstock in the color green, and I have some craft paper here. You can use paper sacks like lunch bags if you like. Any sort of crafting paper will work just well. That's if you want to use craft paper. Now you can always use like twine or grass and decorate the trunk of your palm trees that way. So I want to start with the leaves. So I have this here. I do not have a pattern. I want my palm leaves to fall this way. So how do we work that one? Let's see. Do I draw it already, like what, slipping like that? I don't know. So something like this maybe? I'm making this up as I go. So if I take this, it should fall like this, right? Or do I want it to fall this way or flat this way? I think maybe like this. I think it looks better this way, right? On the side, if I like wrap it around the bamboo, this way my leaves fall down. I think that's a good idea. So let me make several more of these. I probably will use this as my pattern somewhat. And it's not going to be exact, but similar. So I'm going to take this and just cut several more of these shapes out. I don't know exactly how many I need because I never had to build palm trees before. So we'll just create a pile right here. Here are my palm leaves. They look like palm leaves, right? I like them. So I have a good quantity here, but if I need to make more, I will go ahead and do that. Now you can make palm leaves out of silk flowers if you like. Paper works just as well. Now, I want to work on the base of my palm trees. And I do have craft paper here, look. This is quite thin, so it'll work really well. Maybe, well, it doesn't really matter. Just cut it to the length you're happy with. And then I want to just create some strips here. Maybe different widths. It's all preference from here. And you do not have to be neat about cutting the strips of the craft paper. Well, any paper you're cutting for the, the base of your palm trees. Because you want your palm trees to be rough looking, right? Somewhat a natural imitation of the palm tree. So I have these. Now I'm going to take this sponge and just kind of like crumble all this paper like this. So this will work. So you see why you can use a lunch bag. That's the same thing. I just don't have any lunch bags right now. I do have plenty of craft paper though. So here we go. Look. And then I'll just straighten these up just a little bit. Like that. And this just gives it a little bit of texture, right? I want to take a strip and then I think I will start at the base because I want to stick the bamboo into the ground. So I think I will start about, 2 inches up? And I'm just going to wrap my craft paper around here. And then I want to overlap as I work up the trunk of the tree. Yeah, and then keep your paper scrunched up. This, and then when you run out, just add some more. I would tuck the new one underneath. Maybe, yeah. And then just kind of twist that a little bit and hide it in there. You don't really need glue unless you absolutely feel you have to add glue. Then you can use glue to secure that down. But I don't think it is needed. What I will do is wrap all 3 of the bamboo sticks I have to create the trunk for my palm trees. So look at this, see? It looks pretty good, right? Kind of twist that a little bit so it catches that new paper and then continue. Like that. If your paper starts to smooth out, give it a little scrunch and it'll go back to looking rough. Just like this. You see how simple this is? So it took me a while to figure out how I want to do this. There are several methods to making palm trees. You don't have to wait for it to grow. Just create it yourself. I like this rough texture with the paper. See? And then at the end, or when you get up here, I'm gonna wrap it around and then catch the end here and then just pull it through. This will help secure, see? Just like that. And then I want to go ahead and work on these two now. I have completed all 3 of the trunks for my palm trees. Now I am ready to add the leaves onto the trunks. So when you look at a palm tree, the leaves will hang down like this, right? I'm thinking I want to like do 2 layers like this. So we got the top canopy and the under canopy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This is my thinking. I need to secure this now. Use the appropriate glue, because you know, you don't want it to fall apart in the middle of your party. Like, the leaves will just start flying off. I think I'll catch these 2 first and then add 2 more. And then look, see here, I got this here, and then I'm going to turn it just a little bit and then create the next one here, the next layer. This way you got palm leaves here, you got palm leaves there. So I'm going to just continue that all the way around the trunk. I think I need to make the leaves on the bottom row just a little shorter, but kind of like this. See how it's shorter, and then make the top one slightly longer. Seems natural that way, right? Get that one here, and then this one here. I'm just gonna maybe dab blue there. So see when I catch the second set, you got a little bit of space in between, like that, right? I don't know how this is going to work out, but we're learning as we go. So, and then the next one, I need to trim this one down, like that. Catch it there. This one. And I think just trimming this off right here, like extra paper you don't need, it helps. And then 2 more leaves. Cut that one. Now trim the pointy ends as you go. You see how my leaves are like curved at the top? So that helps me to position my leaves here. Trim a little bit on this one. I'll put a little bit glue there, and then you see this is the first set of leaves I put on. I'm going to catch that on the glue there. Here are my completed palm trees. Palm trees for Summerween. I like it. I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. Look at this. So I have palms all the way around of my tree. I like it. So once the glue dries, go ahead and bend your leaves back slightly like this. This way your tree has an even coverage of leaves all the way around like this. See there? Isn't that neat? I'm quite happy with it. And then if you need to store it, of course, you just lay it flat like this. No problems at all. And then when you're ready to use it, just bend those leaves back one more time. See? Nice, right? Let me put them back in my caddy so you can see what it looks like when you view it from up above. Look at this. I like it. Nice coverage, right? I'm happy with it. I hope you like this project and that you give it a try. Make some palm trees for Summerween. Thank you for stopping by. This is Aurelia at Aurelia's Crafting Ideas, and I will see you next time.